na enkrofo bisa say if he ni aba bedu baby edri from the engineering point of view no of say the cause of this problem no den
another me that say agedi kind say first of all no is your plan your readings are you ready you taking notes na overflow the problems be bring. There are so many factors a masani ama weba. One of them is your waste management system. The other one also your drainage systems. Then our planning systems. Sani ama we now put together and you identify say insuno had no safer, had any safer. So far your planning systems here obey. Now we know say issue it may expand overflow into a bibia sa drainage lines ni na was here any say develop ho na make say development ACC was anyama way na ho oko dansuma pamblosa bibia was say issue fa nkofo ko si dan wo ho amanfo akofele ema sa de way na bobo so ema issue no kwa enko inti dodo so a issue dodo so a was say kono so enko oko tetegu a is the same thing ewo Accra wager tetegu the same problem just we've as a nation we've turned a blind eye to a lot of things and I believe that it's all about power and authority but what they make about it people know that the planning regulations exist. It's not like a new hole. The regulations are there
is a baby and she said be a baby institution I
keep saying this that what I've seen and what I've read and what I've gone through are documents ni na amine wono papa any say I got na see bibi fofo the year one ni o see enforce it we a politician o say o ti as say aha ensi dan wo ha enkosi dan wo so to me call aban penifo to me call J permit e dey sit that blocking sua you are not doing can I say Almighty a favor, and that has been our problem. If you share your drainage consistently, you realize that drains na you could do point be an jai. You see no corner copy your waste. Someone say yes, society your waste ni anything you see to enough carry waste no. These are some of the things any the Galamsey menace. Let me also break this down. Usha first now. Issue no daho. Awie nimu can I say ateche nimu. Now say because of those exercise now Galamsey all the silt levels ni na koso. You both ensure na be to me for never say there 600 cubic volume of water no and we no swat it. It naturally no it would overflow. It is so kakanya tope na broso, and that has been our problem.
As you say, what?
You see, you can't rob. The thing is, you when you rob Peter, you use it to pay Paul.
I see. And in so no crab bano because of atachana a woman inti. Ama in so na kasana I heavy that.
Sir.
And baby yourself and kakra bi pe na emwasi engineer one of the year me so many areas are obekonu nsu ato gutter no na drain na yen da hopa na nsu na no kwan so what is that?
And also so this could also happen gutter na da ho but baby a block you gutter ni mu osoro ho nti nsu na take a different course aye inra india Sani we need to me block it issue no more silt ya make one say me to me block it drain no. It is a one there is no way the water is going to flow. And that is why we have to as a nation you say issue to May, issue to June, issue to July. Inti niema me say bi wo was ye debia. That is our pre-planning. Pre-planning is saying issue beto May into April March, yes, starting a garden, yes, starting excavators on to trenches. Mummy and Clay, the Asin Abaya in Suquino, and quite problem. anyone that is caught throwing refuse into drains, must be punished severely. It should be part of, not necessarily in prison, but community service is available where the person will be mandated to work maybe 3 weeks cleaning gutters just for pouring refuse into the gutter. These are some of the things that we should start looking at. These are pre-planning things that needs to be done. And when it's raining, how is it going to be handled? One was here from Isioneba, no Dudosa neba. One was here bo mokoko. Na omutufi baby omote. Obia oya debi wo kwan so show to then was here. Nadmu, what are the equipment that needs to be provided to them? The military, you see, one of the good things I am taking into consideration is in the US we have what we call the active reserve unit. And a friend is saying non-active reserve unit. Non-active reserve units are members of military services. We can get them involved. To me, handle rescue exercises. The reserve units are people who are in the army, but they are not actively in the army. All these people, we have them in Ghana, but it has to be institutionalized. So ensure toners and not more capacity. And you have to because they already have army personnel within the communities that they live in. So sir, ensure your air to those are the Niyama was here. Then we have the post rain cancer planning. Ensure now then yeah for Mwaben was here the bois and Kofo. Adieben was here there. But all these things we don't do them. Ensure your tipe or mine your efficiency your top brew. Who see a train say ensure best out to be ansana. Time is if we had planned well, we would have known say this volume of rains are more likely going to come. So what do we do?
Because
how do we relocate the people at Alajo so that we don't have damaged properties like we are experiencing? Now you see the cost implication is not just about the people there. The insurance companies are going to suffer, businesses are going to suffer, and individuals are also going to suffer.
Engineer, yet if you are seeing flood issues here on crime, and enti ebre bi betimi aba ebeka said insu atoman kan fladiana
no na was a politics efimu. It's not about what you say or what you do to win votes that matters. This goes beyond politics. This is more a national a national consensus than running a political agenda on flooding, because unia uber power. Now I need the also we said 4 years I should better ebefa. Ebe to me abase. Sadie way now so better if our political leaders will understand say, look, let's deal with this issue once and for all. I know since our NDC and as our NDC, my brother, it's going to be very difficult to end this matter because May, June, July is your talk. May, June, July is your talk. And then also Metrophobe to me I predicted I will say, oh, we are expecting this volume of rain. If we're expecting this volume of rain, is our drain capable enough to carry them? If the drain is not capable enough to carry them, what can we do to maintain them? Then we have things like sedimentation tanks. We have dams. It is in the we have intermediate dams are able holding but they make an so that we don't experience flooding. It is dam the batteries it won't say do na beko ko good dam no na kakra airco as airco no na dam no so te na copim time a dam no be empty. Then another set of rain comes in, it's holding. All these things are engineering ways of dealing with the flooding. But minor international ambum and for politics and China, we would come back next year to discuss flooding again.
Na yenimisa jam politicians amu nyina ko school abrochire ya tena abrochire pen monso engineer for monso makwa abrochire mo tena abrochire ko school ebi akra no say we member of the American Society of Engineers na yedumu nyina bahia no ne afa mumu bi say consultant on head you so but here na mubi na anya appointment na be politicians over here na say mubi say eh na ye so yet me mufo no ye ntiase say the same engineer yi okwa America na ye manadwuma oye ma ne bro so eye de kama adenti na oba Ghana dia otimi nya adwuma no onye ni ye adenti ye na adwuma papa no ye mpa na say ya sasi so ye adwuma pa enye yi adenti engineer chechire mu
yo me da say nana the time result here say Ghana has all the best plans you can think of. Now there are few factors that affect it. One of them is resources, financial resources to implement those plans. The other part is the political agendas. There are other issues, but let me break it down. Let me give you an example. 2014-2015, there was a Conti Zoom Lion project which was supposed to take care of the Korle Insiona war and crime issue, no? And a couple of issues came up. One of them was a legal issue between the mayor and then an engineer or a designer in the US. A delay project. Another one was also the relocation of Sodom and Gomorrah for Nanka, also Nanka. As per the World Bank contract, no, a movie or a project, but unfortunately the mayor initiated that move, which affected us. Now, plans no me catch us plans ni new amebwa. Drawings ni now. Now with this one, the plan, the design was supposed to go like this. They were supposed to have planted 2.6 meter high drains underneath all our routes from Dakuma to Korle, Bubuashi to Korle, First Light to Korle, Circle to Korle. Now these things no say to me and can show to umushi wasro. Na to me and so na to me afasi na na ekogu Korle. These are storm drain pipes. Make us say your designs no zoom lie so it is time that government sits with him and see how best to start implementing such things so that we take care of the Akuma, Kaneshi Circle area. And on the so steady those places no so are very severe. Very, very severe.
Yeah.
And we've done all the analysis. Everything has been done. Oko New Yorker, the same storm drains are there. It is to New Yorker, Equasia, Esro, na and Asiasa, and why can't we do the same here? It's all about leadership. It's all about government understanding that these are important things that needs to be done. Because who frame me as an engineer say you designing, all the analysis near the better table so now who to baby. There's nothing I can do about it.
A very sad situation. Nah.
But the American let me go on further. Readings I was seeing the flow of water should have been predicted so that obi otse hona onim se flood dey fi sro ba no people like that should have been moved. Yen adia ba ko e man ni mu say yen keep records measured flood levels no yenim who could be CCA yes ye what they call them and also cry the assembly but those things should be visible. Kwame your plan every stage be your plan flood ba na say 2 feet in management plan I was here use say 4 feet in say no was say but it's only 8 feet so your management plan. So there should be a flood management plan at every sector of the nation. Every municipal should have a flood management plan, so that we know say do 2 feet. We don't need anything. All we need is a vehicle that can plow the flood areas and pick people up. Do 4 feet. We know say look, we need a live boat that can carry people from wherever they are. When it gets to 8 feet, we know that we need this plan in place. Now there are 4 things that we need to look at. Nana, let me start with this. The first one being mitigating. How do we prevent it? How do we prevent flood from happening? Cleaning our trenches, making sure say waste management is taken care of. But what they make and what those are basic things that we need to do. Preparedness. We know say May, June, July in Soto. What do we do during this period of May, June, July, or even before May, June, July? What do we do? This is our preparedness plan. But what they make and what you say?
Me follow pa
readiness. Again, is then and so what do we do? Do we relocate? Do we tell schools not to come to school? Do we tell hospitals officials not to come? If there is a need to have hospital officials move from far to their hospitals, what are the transport arrangements? What are the feeding arrangements? So that these people can be comfortable in their in the hospital and take care of the sick while they bring them. In addition, recovery, when it happens, what we do after it has happened. All these things needs to be thought out clearly as a nation, so that every district assembly should have a plan like that. And then we go and create committees to come and solve the aftermath of the problem, when we would have reduced the cost by just pre-planning.
Yate ese na wokan nyina no ba ko problem no matimi asame ni nyina up in one say a leadership. Eji say leader no and leadership no prepared say on be solve this problem we are, they can do it.
Oh, definitely.
And no penaka. So some drawings now. Drawings now. Institutions now. The political will. I make the political will to implement the solution.
Exactly.
And you know Medasi. Medasi. Now, book or say baby. Ashanti Engineer Frederick K. Jan Butchie, or a member of the American Society of Civil Engineers, or say I can't live without you, baby afa. And you die, I will die when you leave me, so I worry. And I want to air train why. Etienne, baby, I don't know. Here just the political will.
And the political will not see anyone. Oh, and the American NDC for nipa omumwa omani nchichire omumwa omani kanko if you say baby MPP beba na ayo madwin say deliberately ye tua na mo bi e wo situation bi a ha omani ho no na omasori atia because edenia se opese o solve solution problem bi a ubetia obi na so bibi be ha obi. But NDC for the bar here, no my job, Odom Hokojim. Say, and Caribbean, another time. And so ye high. And Timmy and your way, near Mubu at 9 BSC here, and this for us or actually. So I'm on Unity Pound. And no, yes, sir. And the baby no, a ma or minor. Yen to me, and Yaku could draw a binum be about to me, Yaku could draw, and ya dear Bebo man who are on a Dutch. Say, oh, yes, sir, no more babu ye. No more ye be no be kokandia. I feel no munyan sana pie. No because my and find yam on yourself. But bra momu opposition no. Modi yam on yourself. Momo ba na fe obi kokan bi dia. O si adenti ne di yam on yourself. Ye nyina nye baako na ye nya ade. Bra na ban fufuro ho ndie. Na mo wura fi se your mind baako ne ye nyina ye timu. Oh, na dia Ghana ye problem aso pa ya John Mahama. Dia Ghana say what problem pa ya John Mahama. President yote akunyano so no because ono na we bia wo lidi ade no anke hunu ye anka mama kwawra fo no nkaka enkasa pa we di onu ankasa wo ye oro opposition leader no ono ebe tie ase animu na oka na otutu din na o mankrofo din bia ensem fataki kansem basa ewia na beto ye nyina yeso anti obi recklessness no e ma ye nyina sofa oh reckless statement bia wo beye no e wo hu sunsanso e mo man no e bi na John Mahama ya na Ghana ba bi etie nie no
that's me da say